I'm not going to lie, it has been a bed day for me and Albie. We've been up here cuddling all day. Here is my sweet baby. Here you are. I did have an appointment, excuse all the water bottles over there. 2 of them I just brought up not so long ago. I had an appointment with the perinatal mental health team on the phone about 1 o'clock. It is now about 3 o'clock, 3:30 maybe. That went quite well. I'm going to have some more appointments and see where we go from there. But I'm not feeling well. My face had all flared up and gone bright red this morning. It's calmed down a lot now. I just can't seem to get rid of this spot. My dad's been up in the loft and he's found a load of stuff from when I was a baby. There was a car seat and we cannot use that now. Dear God, I am surprised what the car seats in the 90s look like compared to what they look like now. I'm still waiting for Jack to come home. I thought he'd be home earlier, to be honest, as he wasn't doing like physical day's work. Like, they weren't actually drilling. He was just taking stuff from one site to another. But he's not home. He's on his way, which I'm glad. I did text him and say, should we go to B&Q today? Because I've ordered stuff for collection. We got to go all the way to Cardiff Gate because they don't have it at our one. But by the time he gets home now, the traffic will be horrendous going into Cardiff and coming back, because there's no point really. We may as well go first thing tomorrow. But that's where we are at. Nothing exciting has happened. I think I'm going to have, well, it's a fake away, but Nando's for tea. I've already got the chicken marinating in the fridge, which is brilliant. Because Tesco's had 4 for $3 on the other day. So I got the liquids instead of the powder because that one on offer. That is what we're doing. But I suppose I will leave bed soon. I just don't feel good. I've been having some cramping at the top of my belly and just genuinely feeling a bit shitty, to be honest. He doesn't leave my side though, Albie. He's a good boy. Vinny's been downstairs. He's been in and out to the lounge and garden. He likes to sunbathe and it's not too bad looking out there, to be honest. But he's a mummy's boy. He protects me. He stays with me. Looks after me. If I get up in the night, he comes down and checks I'm okay. He's just a sweet boy. I think he's now realised that I am pregnant, maybe. Because at first it didn't seem like he knew like Vinny did, but I feel like he does know now. Also, so I have got the quilt covering me, so ignore that. I've just been so hot as well. I've got the fan on, but I don't think the weather warrants the fan. I don't think it's hot enough. But yeah, this weekend we are going to get in the baby's bedroom. The plan is to go to B&Q first thing, take his mum to work, go to the meat man or the butcher's. I've got to go to Aldi because I signed up to something online. Is that a fucking spider on the sky? No, it's a fly. I shut myself then because I didn't know how I would have got that. Where's your fucking fly in here? They pissed me off. I signed up for something online, the Mamia thing, and I signed up me and Jack, and I've had a voucher through for free size 1 nappies. So I'm going to cash those in. I also need to get milk. And then I need to go to Boots and pick up my prescription because I need some more insulin. Sorry if I'm not able to cut out the burping I've been doing. I feel so bloody sick. I just don't feel good. But that is the plan for this weekend. And then obviously get in the baby's room. I want to do some painting. We've got furniture that I want to change the colour of. So I think I'll do that and Jack can strip the walls. I hate stripping walls. I do not want to do that. And then the plan is to panel. We've only brought 1 paneling kit at the moment, though, to see how far that goes. And what it looks like if I want the whole room done, sort of thing. But yes, that is where we're at. I've also got stuff on Vinted I want him to look at. But he's bringing back, hopefully, fingers crossed, some baby stuff his work friend and his work friend's brother didn't want anymore to look through. So we might not need to order what I wanted on Vinted. There is a few pieces I really like, so we probably will order some. I'm not going to lie. I just find that going to the shops, there's not much I like. But if I look on Vinted, there's loads I like. And plus you can usually do like bundles and all that jazz. So it just seems a bit better. Don't get me wrong, Sainsbury's has had some lovely stuff. but nothing's like jumped out at me. Nothing's made me be like, oh, I need that. Whereas I was looking on Vinted, well, just before I started filming this, and there is a personalised jumper with his name on. So I'm going to show Jack that when he gets home, and hopefully we can order that at least. But yes, that's where I'm at. I will see you later. We're just at B&Q now. We've picked up the paint and the panelling kit to see what it looks like. Ready for the baby's room. We're going to go take Jack's mum to wherever she's going. I think she's going to her friends or something. And then after that, we are going to go to Aldi, the Meat Man, and Boots, because I've got a prescription to pick up. Nothing exciting, and then it'll be getting in the baby's room and actually doing stuff, which Jack is going to strip some wallpaper, and I think I'm going to paint some furniture, which will be fun. But that is pretty much what we're doing today. Nothing too crazy, but getting stuff done. I am back home now. We went to B&Q, Aldi and Boots, did we? We had to get a prescription from Boots because I ran out of insulin. The dogs are doing me head in. They are a pain in the arse. I don't know if you can see that one. He's the worst of them all. You give him and Vinny a Tweety. Is that Albie's? You give him and Vinny a Tweety. Vinny doesn't take it. Albie eats both. I think that one's... Why would you push it on the floor? They've already been fed this morning. Oh, Albs! So that was one thing done. Do you want it down here? I think they're a bit hot and bothered and worked up, and I'm hot and bothered and worked up, so not a great combo. But they are good boys. They didn't want to get out of bed this morning, along with someone else, Jack. But to be honest, it didn't put much of a dent in the day, because we had to come back for a certain time to do his mum, and Aldi didn't open to a certain time, and I couldn't get my prescription from Boots till after 10 anyways. We didn't get anything special, did we? We just got cheese and a few snacky bits from Aldi, didn't we? Mm-hmm. And we had these vouchers. They were Mamia ones, Aldi ones. I signed up to like the Mamia Aldi Baby Club, and they had trouble taking them, didn't they? They did take them in the end because he said he could see what they were. They didn't like scan through the till or anything, which was weird. But we did get the nappies. I mean, we'd have paid for them anyways. They were only 79p, you said, didn't you? Or 75. So they were just first size nappies. I signed both of us up, so we had one each. But that's what we done this morning. We just had a snack wrap from KFC. I am partial to a snack wrap, I'm not going to lie. Did you have to spit on my feet, Albs? I love it. But that is where we were at. Jack's just having 5 on his game. And I thought I would come show you what we were kindly gifted by Jack's friend. And have a little chat. We are going to go up into the baby's room now in a minute. I'm hoping our plan for tomorrow goes well. I would like to go to the Little Pickles event in Bridgend. That doesn't start till, was it 2 or half 2? I think it's 2 till 3:30. They do it in different places each week, each Sunday throughout the month. So I would like to go to that. And I've got the midwife coming tomorrow, so it depends what time she comes as to whether I can or not. But anyways, we were gifted this cute little gift bag. And in it is some lovely stuff. So they gave us this baby grow. It is a Winnie the Pooh one. I'm a sucker for Winnie the Pooh. And on the hood, there's ears. Isn't it adorable? I believe this is a 1 to 3. No, 0 to 3, sorry. Adorable. I love it. I'm a sucker for Winnie the Pooh. So I cannot complain. And then in 3 to 6 months, they've given us this little outfit. It has got all different animals on. So you've got elephants, a little mouse, a zebra, a fox. I'm not sure what that is. An octopus, a turtle, a dinosaur, an armadillo, a leopard. And it comes with these cute little leggings. And I think they're just adorable. I am a sucker for things like this, though. I absolutely am. I just don't think you can go wrong with it. It'll be perfect coming into when we get into the colder months again. I was going to get Jack to order some of these, but they've given us these. It's a set of 25 baby's first milestone cards. So in there's things like, today I crawled for the first time, today I took my first steps, today I'm 1 week old, today I'm 2 weeks old, and things like that, 1 month old. And yeah, I'm just excited to use these. They've given us a pack of 3 muslins. So in here, there's one with rainbows on. There is another grey one with rainbows on, and then a white one with stars and moons on. And I think they're gorgeous. Oh, and rain clouds. I've been told you can never have too many of these, so that is great. And then in here then is some Child's Farm stuff. So we've got a baby moisturiser, which is mildly fragranced. We've got baby bedtime bubbles, which is organic tangerine. I haven't smelled these because I don't want to open them and smell them and then the bubble baths go off. Yeah, well, they have a shelf life, don't they? 12 months. I don't want to. I presume we'd use it in the 12. I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Nappy cream. And baby wash fragrance free. So I'm excited to use these. These say they're perfect for sensitive skin. I've got sensitive skin, so the baby probably is going to too. And yeah, I am feeling so lucky to be gifted stuff. The present is really thoughtful and I'm loving it. Thing is, I would love to have a baby shower, but I've got no one to invite, to be honest. I'm not one of these people with loads of friends, loads of family members they like. So there's not many people who could come. We don't have a venue to put it, so I think Jack said he'd organised something little, but I'm not sure what that is. So we'll wait and see. I was told to come in here, away from Jack doing everything, because I was getting stressed out. The painting wasn't going to plan, the stripping, the furniture wasn't going to plan, because there's wallpaper on everything. And there's about 5 layers of wallpaper on each wall. So that wasn't going great, and I was just getting stressed out, so I come in here with Albie, and then I seen there is a buffet in Cumbrancle's Legends, and they do Chinese, and I quite fancy Chinese, to be honest. So I went and told Jack, and he said, get ready, and we'll go on a date. This will probably be our final date now, considering I've only got a matter of weeks. So I decided to put on a little bit of makeup, nothing too crazy. Yeah, I just gotta get dressed now. This is how my makeup's looking. It is literally basic makeup. My hair is the same as it was this morning. I don't know what clothes I'm going to put on. Maybe a nice dress. I don't want to do too much. I do need to scrub up my foot as there's paint on there. But I'm going to have my proper shower when I get home, because I like to get into bed feeling proper clean, if you get me. And that's where I'm at. Come here, the Albs. Albie has been with me in here. He loves a little cuddle. He's a cuddle monster. So that is what we have been doing whilst Daddy's been doing the walls, isn't it? Oh. Shall we go get dressed? Should I? Go on then. Right, I'll speak to you in a bit. It is Sunday and today has honestly been a write-off. I think I need to stop saying I want to do stuff when the midwife's coming, because obviously I don't know what time she's going to come, and today it was too late to do anything. Obviously because it is Sunday, the shops closed early, so nothing was open by the time she was done. Well, they would have been, but they would have been closed, and I don't want to do that to people. So we haven't really done anything today. Jack's been in the room stripping. He's painted a few bits. He did also go pick up a next to me crib for down here, because we can't find the lining for our Moses basket. We've ordered a few bits off Vinted, so I'll show you when they come, maybe in another vlog. But honestly, today's been right off. I've been sad, I've been upset. I'll catch up with you tomorrow. I have been meaning to come on and sit down and tell you what's happening since Sunday. Sunday I waited in for the midwife. She'd come about 2 o'clock, so that meant we couldn't do anything, so that day was a write-off. Jack did stuff upstairs in the baby's room though. Monday I had my growth scan. Baby is coming in at, what was it, 5 pounds 8 ounces, and he's on the 96th or 95th percentile, so he's growing at where they want him to grow, but he's a big boy. Part of that is because my gestational diabetes, I cannot get my fasting under control. No matter what I do, how much insulin I take, what I eat in the night, what I don't eat, it just will not come down in the morning. Like, I cannot get it down. And it just seems to be getting higher and higher when really we want it to come down and down. So that is causing issues. So today, Tuesday, I had a consultant appointment, and I also seen a diabetic doctor. I've been put on Nova Rapid as well as Lantus insulin, so I will take my Lantus insulin in the morning and the night as soon as I wake up and just before I go to bed. And then my Nova Rapid I will take just after I eat breakfast and just after I eat tea, and see how we go from there. I'm not really a massive lunch eater, so that's why he didn't give me any for lunch. Regarding my placenta, they don't know if it's moved because baby was in the way. So I am waiting for an appointment on the 28th of this month of May to have that scan to see where my placenta is. So all that depends on what's happening next. I hope nothing changes too much because obviously I had my scheduled C-section date. I knew what was going to happen. I don't really want to change anything. Obviously, I will change whatever's best for me and the baby. You know, I will go with the flow, but I would rather everything stay the same. But that's where that is at. Tomorrow, I have a midwife appointment. That is just for routine checks. I did get my urine sent off today because even though I had preeclampsia, I've now got +2 protein in my wee. So that's been sent off to be investigated, see if there's anything happening there. But that is where we're at. Like I said, I've got a midwife appointment tomorrow, Wednesday. That's just a general check. I see the midwife twice a week. Once to the house, once to the doctor's. So that's not too bad. I think me and Mum are going to go shopping afterwards. I need some new phone chargers. I don't know what I do to them, but I break them all, I'm not going to lie. And I'm fed up of having broken chargers and having to bend them a certain way to get them doing. It's time's getting on. I need to have a shower. I know I'm in my pyjamas and I've been out, but I am that type of person who goes out and gets into their pyjamas straight when they get home. So I need to have a shower, sort out tea, and then it'll be time to speak to Jack and go to bed, really. I'm in cuddles with the boys since I got home. Do you want to come here, Albs? Albie is a cuddle monster, as always, and you. He was poorly this morning, I'm not sure why, but he's got a telltale sign. He was sat on the sofa next to me, and he was licking his lips, and I thought, Jesus, he's going to be sick. Get him off the sofa. So I got him off the sofa, and he was sick on the floor. Not great, but we cleaned it up, didn't we? Cleaned you up, made sure you were okay, didn't we? And then we fed you. And you've been fine. I'm not sure if it's because of how warm it is or what, but it is what it is. It might have just been he was feeling a bit upset. Tomorrow I've also got to pick up prescriptions from my chemist and from Boots. That's been knocking you as well. I've also got to at some point take a parcel back, but my mum isn't the best parker, so I know she's not going to be able to park outside the shop, so I will take that at my own. I've got parcels coming, so I've ordered stuff off Vinted, so they're due in the next few days. I've also ordered some stuff on TikTok, all baby related, nothing for me, so they will be coming. So I don't want to go too crazy and go out. My plan for the weekend is Saturday I got the midwife coming, so that'll be waiting in, but Jack will do stuff in the baby's room. I'll see how I'm feeling if I want to get up there. To be honest, it's stressing me out in there. You can't move around because there's stuff everywhere, and then when you're walking around and you get wallpaper stuck to your foot, it just drives me insane. So Jack's been doing stuff, making moves. One piece of advice, if you're pregnant, do the nursery early. Don't wait till you're 30 odd weeks, do it sooner. I wish Jack is very much I'll do it when I do it person, and I wish I'd set my guns and said, look, no, we're doing it now, when I was ready to do it. But I suppose I was ready to do it when I was 8 weeks pregnant, so there's a big difference. Yes, I tried to pack the hospital bag. I've got enough I can pack the hospital bag, and I will do it this week for the baby. I mean, I've got mine packed. The thing I am missing is baby grows. He's got loads of clothes, but he's got about 5 baby grows, and I didn't realise that when I was buying, I was pretty much buying dungarees. So he's got a million pairs of dungarees to wear, but 5 baby grows, so I need to get some more of those. My mum is doing a meal for like me, my brother and sister, obviously Jack, and my dad, and I think they're going to be give us a few gifts, so hopefully they'll give a few baby grows, fingers crossed. But yes, that is the plan for Saturday. And then Sunday, my plan is hopefully go to a car boot. I'm not doing anything. I think Jack is saying the one in Wollaston, because then he can get doing stuff in the morning, and then he can have a shower, and we can go to the car boot, come back and relax. That's not really my style. I like the ones that start about 7, 8 o'clock, but he's the one driving, he's the one doing the room, so really I need to listen to him, don't I? So that's what we'll be doing. And then Monday then, I'll be back at the hospital with a diabetic nurse, which is just great, but it is what it is. I'd rather go to the hospital a million times and everything be alright than not go and it not be alright. Sorry, that was Jack ringing. That was your daddy, wasn't it? Pain in the ass. So that is what is happening. I wouldn't mind going swimming at some point as well, but we'll see about that. I have got a parcel I thought we could open together. I'm pretty sure this is just a ring light. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not filming my birth or anything. I'm not someone who wants to look back on that. I don't even know if you can film C-sections, to be honest. But I wanted to be able to take photos in the hospital without having to ask people to take said photos. I did pick up a tripod. I went for the black one and the dual light. So let's get it open and have a look. It'll probably need charging, to be fair, before I pack it. I don't think it was much. I think it was like £14, which is cheaper than the ones on Amazon. I should have looked on eBay as well, really. Sometimes you get stuff cheap on there. Literally ordered this yesterday, maybe? The day before. I also ordered some baby grows on there, where they put the name on, the baby's name on them. Obviously, I won't show you his name. Might try to show you the baby grow if I'm hiding his name. We just haven't really put his name out there, to be fair. Obviously, we will when he's born. I have also bought something else lovely off Etsy, which is a name, like, you know, when they're born and you have that little plate that says, I'm here, my name is blah, blah, blah. So I did buy one of those, and it says, hello world, I'm blah, blah, blah Jones. And it looks so adorable, and it's got a teddy bear on it. And then when I seen the baby grows and they have the same like colour writing as on the plaque, I thought, oh, they got a bear on, that's got a bear on, that's going to be so, so, so cute. Bear with me. To be honest, I think the seller, no offence to the seller, is a bit of an idiot. She was only charging $11.99 for them. And I know it doesn't cost much to buy like a plain white baby grow, but Jesus, you're putting all that work into it and you're only charging that much. Thankful, because I didn't have to pay a lot, but I actually bought two, one with his name. I don't know, you do this. One with his name and one with his push. And one with his initials on. Because if you spent so much, you got free delivery. That it's quite long. So that is how long it is. Knocking the baby stuff. That is not too, that is tall. And then here are the lights. So I have to charge these. I believe they've got different, so here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Loads of different settings apparently. Not bad. They just clip on, I'm pretty sure. Shall I bring this down and we'll have a look? Where would they clip on? There's that. I'm not sure where they clip onto, if I'm truthfully honest. I wonder if there's instructions. So they actually go on the bit that holds the phone. You just slot them in like so, and then you put your phone in and you can turn them on. Not bad at all for $14.99. I will charge the rings and then I will pack it in my hospital bag, I think. It does say it's a selfie stick as well. Oh, here we go. The height is 170 centimetres. It does have one of those Bluetooth things on as well, but I don't know, I choose them. I've had a million of them, I usually just throw them away if I'm honest. So I have to give it a go and see how you use it, because that will be really good in the hospital. I just want to get as many pictures and memories as I can, to be honest. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm going to go for a shower. Honestly, what a fucking week. It is now Thursday. I am so done. So obviously the growth scan went fine. My consultant appointment went fine. I'm still scheduled in for my C-section. All of that is good. Yesterday I went to my midwife appointment and she asked me how has he been moving today. So I was honest with her. I'd been up since 5. It was about 11:30 now. I said I felt him move twice. Don't get me wrong, he's not a big mover, but she wasn't happy with the amount he'd moved so far. So she asked me if I would go to triage. So obviously I did anything for my little boy. Me and my mum went to, well, we popped and got a drink first because she said get some drinks and snacks. We didn't really get snacks, but we got some drinks. We then headed over to the Grange. So we went from like Corper Road to the Grange. It didn't take us too long, to be fair. I would, if I was personally driving, I would go through Cullinan. But my mum found it easier going like towards Cambran and then over the roundabouts. And to be honest, I do think it is quicker. So maybe in an emergency, I would have had to drive that way. But it wasn't really an emergency. So she rang triage to let them know we were coming in. My midwife did. And when we got there, they did, well, we had to sit and wait for a bit, obviously. But once we got in, I did a wee sample. They weren't happy with the colour of my wee. To be honest, it did look completely different to the sample I did for my midwife that morning. That morning, it was like a really pale yellowy colour. And when I went in, it was like dark orange, which I don't understand because it hadn't been that long between wee samples and I drank a bottle of water between going from my doctor's to the Grange. But I drank a few cups of water then whilst I was in there and done them another sample before I left, and they were happy with that. So what they did was they hooked me onto the monitor. So they have like something measuring his heart rate on where he is, and then they have another one, I'm not sure what the other one does, and then you get your pulse rate put on and you get a button to press every time he moves. So we did that. He moved about 5 times maybe, which was more than he'd moved. But I feel like when you're sitting there led there concentrating, like you feel every movement. Whereas when you're just getting about with your normal day, not that I was doing anything, I was sat on the sofa until about half hour before my mum said, I'm coming. And then I jumped in the shower. They were happy how he was performing on the monitor and all the heartbeats and stuff. They were a bit worried about my pulse rate. That was high. That was 136 at one point, I think. My blood pressure was on the cusp. Obviously, I have got preeclampsia and I'm already taking blood pressure medication. So it being that high is a bit not the best. But it wasn't too alarming, they said. So they did that 3 times to see if it had changed. And then they also took some bloods. They sent my urine off and my bloods just to make sure the preeclampsia hasn't gotten any worse. Which, to be honest, I don't feel any worse, so hopefully it hasn't. They said I'll get a phone call if anything needs to change or my blood pressure meds need to go up or whatever. Yesterday, though, we were meant to go shopping. We were going to go to, when we got back from the midwife, we were going to go to Tesco's, Iceland, Asda Living, Pound Shop, Superdrug and Boots. But obviously we had to scrap that, so we just went to Tesco's and Boots because by the time we got back to go to Boots, the chemist was closed. And I had medication to pick up. But unfortunately, when we got to Boots, they had my insulin ready. But even though we put the prescription yesterday and they said that's fine, it'll be ready after 5 that evening, but we obviously went yesterday, they said they didn't have the blood pressure medication. They had the anti-sickness, but because it was on the same script, they couldn't give me one and then the script back to go try everywhere else for the blood pressure medication. So that was a bit of a farce, but my mum took it home and luckily she's been able to get some today from a chemist up by her. So that is something. I then had problems. I had a parcel delivered, but the people who delivered it was Amazon. I find they're awful at delivering parcels, I'm not going to lie. They took a picture of the back of the van, not where they put my parcel. So that was a bit of a hectic thing, but then I found it when I got home, thank God. Another delivery company, I think it was Every, left it in our bin. gross. The bin was full. But luckily, everything was fine. The Yodel man who delivered my parcels from Yodel, he was lovely. He gave me a phone call. I said, sorry, I've been in hospital. I'm just picking up my prescription. Can you leave it across the road at my auntie-in-laws? I just call her my auntie. At my auntie's. And they said yes. So they did that. So when I got home, I dropped my shopping in, and then I went and gave her an update on everything that was happening or happened, and picked up my parcels, and I showed her, and she was so excited to see what it was for the baby. But yes, that was how that went. But my mum's got my prescription today, so me and Jack will go get it at some point, because she's not going out, to be honest, now. And I don't blame her. We have been out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and now she's had to go out Thursday. So she deserves a day in. Where everything's at the moment. I've got some vintage parcels I'm going to show you. Some stuff is hand knitted. To be honest, it made me cry. I am not going to lie. Some stuff I got personalised. I got these beautiful pictures to go in a frame for the baby's room from from TikTok. I have got something for the baby's room coming from Vinted, which is funny because I actually had it in my nursery. And when I seen it, I fell in love with it. Sent it to my mum, and she said, oh, you had that in your nursery. But my dad keeps everything in the loft. He's got so much shit in there. And that is the only thing he doesn't have, which is just fantabulous. So I've brought it, to be honest. I say Jack. And I absolutely love it. I can't wait for it to come. I can't wait to hang it up. At the moment I saw it, I knew where I wanted it to go. So I'm so excited for that to come. Maybe it is a bit cringe giving the baby the same nursery, well, similar nursery to what I had when I was younger, but I just always knew that when I had a baby, I wanted them to have a Winnie the Pooh nursery like me. It was non-negotiable, to be honest. It was always Winnie the Pooh. Obviously, we've got, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, this little mobile that was, I think they sell for 40 quid on Amazon. And I found it on Facebook for a tenner, so I'm not complaining. And I think it is just gorgeous. I don't know. I'm a sucker for Winnie the Pooh anyway, so is my mum. I don't know what it is. There's just something about Winnie the Pooh. The first, baby grow I brought once we knew what the baby was Winnie the Pooh. But I've actually got here, where did Mummy put it? This is the first baby grow I ever brought for the baby. I didn't know I was pregnant. This was way before we even got married. So this must have been about 3-4 years ago. And I knew we were going to have a baby. I just knew it. Didn't know when, obviously. We weren't even married. And there was a new shop called New Life that opened in Maze Glass. It's gone now. It's moved into Tesco's in Spitty. And they had baby grows there. And I said, we're having a boy. I know we're going to have a boy. I'm going to buy this and put it away. And here it is. So this is a few years old. I paid $2.99 for it. It's 3 to 6 months. I just can't believe it. I just knew we were having a boy. I knew we were going to be boy parents. And yeah, so that is the first thing he ever had. And I can't wait till the day he can wear it. I don't know, it just feels so special. I feel like I'm tearing up sat here. Let me show you then the pictures I got off TikTok shop. So these were from For You Oliver. And they also put in a free gift. They're also on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram under For You Oliver. They also have their own website, www.foryouoliver.com. And on these on TikTok, they do pay what you can afford, which I think is brilliant for those who can't afford much. So the first thing that was in here was a free gift, which I think is wonderful considering how cheap they were. I think she needs to up her prices, to be honest. This was the summer bucket list. Sorry if I'm burping, I feel really fucking sick. So on here you got things like build a den, bake cookies, have a water fight, climb a tree, have a barbecue, have a craft day, make scrapbooking, have a sleepover. I just think it's beautiful, like all the summer designs. So I'm going to put that up for when baby is older. So the first picture then is this one. And I just love it. It is so gorgeous. I will show you the second one, but I'm going to cover his name. So this is the second one. Obviously, you've got Winnie the Pooh with an umbrella. And as you can see, it's got red writing, a yellow letter, and then his name in joint up writing. I don't know what you would call it. And then this is the third picture. So they are different. This one has got Tigger on a swing. And Winnie the Pooh. And that one, Winnie the Pooh's got a balloon. I have got photo frames I got from Amazon a few years ago from the old house. We had in the kitchen to put these in and then put them on his wall. And I just think this is a great idea, because then when I want to change his room, all I have to do is change some prints and some little bits. I don't have to strip the wallpaper off. There was wallpaper I loved, but I cannot justify how much it was a roll and then how much it was to send, because in fact, I wasn't looking at a UK website, I was looking at an American one. So that's just great. I have got my boys with me. They have been so lovely the last few days. And you, even though not last night, the night before, you were terrible in bed. You would not piss him move. He thinks my pregnancy pillow's his, I'm pretty sure. If we're going upstairs, I say, right, go to bed. They go to bed. He's up there before me, cuddled into my pillow, into the quilt, with his head on the pillows. He's a nuisance, isn't you? You're a big nuisance. You're a big baby, my baby. I'm excited to see how these are going to be with the baby. I think Albie's going to love him. He's always got his head on my belly. He always wants to cuddle into my belly. Or last night he laid cuddling into my belly. He's just a sweet boy. But Vinny's his own dog. He likes to be left on his own half the time. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm hoping Albie won't feel left out, because he likes a lot of cuddles and a lot of love and all that jazz. So yes, I am worried about them feeling left out, but I am so excited to see how they're going to be big brothers. Let me show you what I got off Vinted though. I will start with the Christmassy bits. This is my favourite Christmassy bit. It is a sleep suit and it says I'm on the nice list. And I really like the way it's like, would it be embroidered, stitched on? I don't know. But I love it. I did find it in another list and it is meant to have a hat. This one doesn't have a hat. But to be honest, that doesn't bother me. I don't like wearing hats. He probably won't like wearing hats. But I got a few different things. I just can't justify spending £15 on a Christmas outfit he's going to wear like once. So, Vinted I went to. I then got this one. And there's also no, obviously I know the Christmas clothes aren't out yet, but there's also no baby clothes like I absolutely love in the shops. Whereas on Vinted, they're cheap. And there's bits that I absolutely love. You can do bundles and get them even cheaper. I just think it's brilliant, to be honest. And this one then has ranges on his little tootsies as well. I'm just a sucker for it as well. Yeah, bundles are brilliant. I don't find buying just like one baby grow cost effective. Because say the baby grows £1, all right, you're paying £1 for the baby grow. And then you're paying £3 delivery. That just, it don't work out for me. I don't like it. So I tend to only buy it if they've got other stuff I like or bundles. But then this is another one. To be honest, I got these in 9 to 12, so I'm hoping he's around that size at Christmas. Surely he's not going to be any bigger than, no, I didn't get 9 to 12, sorry. I got 6 to 9, because he should be about 6 months, just under. So hopefully these will fit him. They won't be too big and they won't be too small. I also did get some Halloween outfits. I did mess up and buy the same outfit from a different seller twice because they were in bundles. They don't bother me. This is the outfit I bought twice. It is very cute. I'm not sure if it glows in the dark. Sometimes it looks a bit like a funny colour. And then these are all, I think, were maybe from a multi-pack from Next. It's just this skull one, this ghost one. And then I will show you my favourite one now. These don't have any tootsies on them though, so I will need to put socks on him. This one is my absolute favourite. I don't know why, there's just something about it. I just love it. I don't know if it's the colour, I don't know if it's the orange, but it is my favourite one I've bought. The rest of them are just like normal clothes now, so I will show you those. Let me show you the hat and gloves I got first. There is another glove, I just don't know where I've put it, I need to find it. So I got these hat and gloves. They have little penguins on, I thought they were adorable. From this seller as well, I also brought a cup holder that screws onto a pram. You can also put your phone in it, but I'm not sure I'm comfortable putting my phone there on the pram, to be honest. I don't want to be mugged. Just putting that out there. Here is the cup holder. It's got a bit of a mark on it, but that doesn't bother me. You put your cup in there, your phone goes in there, and somehow this clamps onto the pram. But I'm going to let Jack figure that out, to be honest. I'm not very technical, and I don't want to scuff the pram up. It was an expensive pram. From one seller then, I then got these. This Mike Wazowski top, this Selly top, and then this Baloo top. I have got leggings coming from a different seller that you can wear with those because he needs leggings. I am also on the hunt for some more leggings in the shop. I just don't want to pay loads. I just don't think it's worth it, to be honest. He got this baby grow then. I haven't done it up. It's just a stripy one. And then this one, I didn't realise it was in the bundle. It is a DKNY baby grow. So that couldn't have been cheap. But I love it. There's just something about the colour. It's not quite white and it's not quite cream. I think it's like a mild colour, is that the word? But I absolutely love it, to be honest. He got this little set, so it's grey leggings. And then this top, which says, loved by you. This is brand new. I think I paid £1 for it. So it's £6. I think I paid like £1 or something. Honest to God, it's silly prices some shops. He got this then. I don't know if these are a bit too girly, but I really love them. They are rainbows on skates. So there's the leggings. And then there is a little baby grow with buttons. And then this a beautiful bright orange hat. And I loved that. This one is 1 to 3, so we can wear that pretty soon. This I'm in love with. I don't know if you've seen the personalised jumpers you can get with their name on. They've been hand sewn. This is the colour of his name. And then this is the colour of the jumper. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. It is absolutely what I wanted. And I would have spent 30, 40 quid if I had the money. But that was 8 quid. All I searched to find that was his name. So I put his name in and then loads of stuff that was personalised come up. And I found it. Very lucky. Very, very lucky. I then found some hand knitted stuff, which to be honest made me cry. And then it made me cry when it came as well. So I got this jumper, well, cardigan, and then it's got a hood, and it also came with this little mustard yellow hat. So I would have loved my nanny to have knitted me something for the baby, but she's passed away, and sadly, even before that, I don't think she would have been able to knit anything now anyways. And you can hardly say, Nanny, you might die in a few years, can you knit me something before you stop knitting? Well, she did though. But obviously I don't have anything from my nanny, but these just are beautiful. So this is a hand knitted one with teddy bear buttons. And I can just see her knitting something like this, to be honest. And the buttons are gorgeous. And I got to put it down before I cry. And then from the same seller then they had this one, which is like a green knitted jumper. And the buttons are trains. I just think they're gorgeous. I'm a sucker for it. I am very nervous to wash them though, so I might give them to my mum to wash. Better safe than sorry. I got this little jacket. It is fluffy and then the ears are bear ears. I'm not sure if he will get to wear this. It is 3 to 6 months, so we will have to see. If not, I'll gift it along. I'm not worried about gifting it along or giving it to a charity shop or something. Whoever wants it can have it if it don't fit him. Or hopefully we'll have another baby. I can put it up for another baby. This little baby grow then, well, vest with long sleeves. It just says be kind. It was in a bundle, to be honest. I wouldn't have picked that myself. And the same with this. It is a lovely little baby grow. It's got a bear on, but it is velour. Not a fan of velour, velvet, whatever you want to call it. But this, I am in love with this. I hope this fits him this summer. So it is this baseball top. And I think it is gorgeous. And then the baseball short. Oh, I just love it. I think that is going to look absolutely fucking adorable. And when we go on holiday next year, I might try find something similar to this. I'm not sure where it's from though. It just says a code. Cotton, algodon, cotton. I think they're in a different language. 6 to 9 months. It looks like a tag has been cut out. I'm not sure why people cut tags out. I find it frustrating, but it might be, well, I would say a sensory issue, but then they've left one tag in, so I'm not sure. It just says made in India and how to wash it. Yeah, it doesn't say where it's from, but I'm sure I'll be able to find something like that. But I have got more stuff coming from Vinted. I can't be stopped. But I have been stopped. Jack's taken money off me now to stop me. He said you can't buy any more Christmas and Halloween stuff, which I understand because I've brought a shit ton. And it's not even that time of year and he might not even fit it. So I do need to be stopped, but I don't care. I am very happy. I've got to wash these now, which I'm not looking forward to because I hate doing the washing. But better to wash it and be okay than to have an allergic reaction to anything. We already use non-bio pods because I get itchy, so there ain't no skin off our back anyways. But that is where I'm at. It is obviously Thursday today. I am just going to chill out for the rest of the day, I think. I will do some pottering about because stuff needs tidying and washing needs doing, but I just feel like crap. I am overdone. We've done a lot, but you haven't. But I've just had enough. I just want to sit on the sofa and cuddle with my babies. And then thank God it's Thursday because that means it's pack your bag day and Jack's home tomorrow.